Morning, you guys. Julia Jordan, your favorite real estate agent with the two cutest doggies. Look at this. And I wanted to share with you about coaching, why coaching is important in my opinion, and why I pay top dollar for it, for the best of the best. First of all, my coach, for example, connects us with other top agents in the country. So when I struggle or I have a question or I have a situation that I never encountered, I not only have my broker and all the agents in my office that are always willing to help and give advice and spend a little bit of their time to help me. And I do the same for them, by the way. But coaching sets the goals for you, reminds you of your very own standard. It doesn't mean everybody has to make XYZ amount of transactions or XYZ amount of money or whatever you want to measure success like. And while I was doing my 75 hard, you do your first round and it's getting a little bit warm. And you're like, what do we do? Do we go home or do we do another round? I have an appointment at 9, so I can definitely knock out a second round. Do I feel like it? No, I want to go back into the AC, have a shower, drink my second coffee, and be done with it. But as I need to knock out 90 minutes every day, I was thinking, let's do it now while we are on it and we're already sweaty. With we, I mean me, because my dogs don't sweat, they don't give a flip. It's also so pretty. It's literally mental health out here. To take care of yourself and get a little bit of sunshine on your skin. That's why I always wear a tank top, so the vitamin D production can get kickstarted. But it's accountability, and that is what 75 Hard is also. It's not just, for example, to lose weight. Some people do that for that. For me, it is more to be structured, and it is quite the program every day, right? And quite the restriction. So you need to plan ahead. You need to plan ahead. What do you want to eat? And I struggle with that like everybody else. Sometimes I'm like, okay, nothing in the fridge. Let's go eat out. But that is not an option. So you got to figure it out. And sometimes it's just a shake for me. And the kids get mac and cheese or ramen, or they love that stuff. For them it's a vacation day, an amazing day. When I cook some cheat food, basically, they love that. But same like coaching and 75 Hard. The benefit of it is that you are very motivated to actually do your stuff because you hold yourself accountable, or that is why 75 Hard says a selfie every day. So that you don't want to embarrass yourself in front of your community and say, well, I didn't get my drinking done. I didn't drink a gallon. Like, hello, you can't drink a gallon? Like, why? What the heck? Or I didn't do my 90-minute, and I do it pretty laid back by saying even walking is allowed. But there were many nights where the kids were sleeping, so I couldn't leave the house anymore. And I just had to be on my patio or in front of the TV and do some videos and do my weights. And I don't like that because walking is easier and nicer. So what do? You get your schedule together and you do your stuff in the morning. So you're almost done. And then in the evening, you do another walk or you do some weights and then you're done with it. And you do feel accomplished. And that's the thing with coaching too. Last year in September, I told my coach, there's no way to reach my yearly goal. Let's just give up right now and call it a year and take it easy. And she was like, hold on a second. It's September. Are you kidding? It's not over. And I said, there is no way. And she said, there is a way. Just keep on kicking and you will get there. Possibly, maybe not, but possibly you will. Most likely you will. So I kept kicking, and guess what? I exceeded my goal, what I literally thought was impossible. At that point, I looked at my numbers, and in real estate, you have a lag. So you work in January, you maybe get paid in May or in June, July, or maybe 2, 3 years later, and that's okay too. But I literally did not see a way to catch up on the numbers I set for myself. It's not that the lights would go off and I couldn't pay for the kids' shoes. I joke about that, but it's actually not true. My kids always had shoes. Never sent them to school with without shoes. Um, but that is what accountability does to you, reminding you of your own goals and sometimes reminding you of your own strength or of things like when you feel alone and then someone else reminds you, actually, that's not true. You feel a little bit down right now, but actually you just shared with me that you called 5 people and they all gave you excellent advice and they're totally in your corner, right? And in real estate, we touch a lot of people. So there's a lot of situations where people have the possibility to have different opinions. And there's also, due to different levels of education, and a lot of agents do a transaction or zero transaction a year. There are numbers that last year, all the agents that are on HAR in Houston area, 51% did zero or one transaction. I mean, when you are in a transaction with such an agent, and in the past 3 years they did one deal, they are not on top on the market. They are not on top how to handle current situation. Recently, I encountered a for sale by owner, and the for sale by owner said, "Oh, we had someone give us an offer, so we just copy the check marks." And I told my clients, "Well, all the check marks have legal consequences, can lead to lawsuits, can lead to gaps in the contract where the buyer or the seller can terminate. And we don't want that. We want to keep you safe. And also, very important, no matter buyer or seller, once the transaction is over, you want it to be over. If you sold and you put your money in your piggy bank or probably into other vehicles of investing or whatever you want to do with it, you don't want to be questioned if you deserved that payment. And also on the buyer side, once you purchased, you don't want to hear any demands of anyone anymore. It's done, right? So that is our job, and the tools that we are using. You don't know. I always say, like a contractor, we have a tool belt, and you literally don't know which tools you got to pull out of your little tool belt. And some transaction, we almost have to pull out nothing. We literally write it up. I mean, you need to know how to write it up, and many people don't. Many agents don't. They don't do it properly. But so many transactions are very smooth. I would say like 20-30% are very easy, and professional agent on the other side, and it just goes through like clockwork. You do negotiate, you do have amendments and some tweaks here and there, but nothing difficult or really major. But then we have many transactions where we really have to pull out the tools out of the tool belt and flex a little bit and show what we can do and show our knowledge, and ask everybody to do the right thing in the benefit of our clients, but usually even in the benefit of both clients, the buyer and the seller on the other side even, yeah? So that's why I'm with Keller Williams The Woodlands. Great big team, always attorneys on the back hand, and last year we had 2 where the attorneys had to kick in, and in a matter of hours everything was clear, because there was education, and sometimes there's even education for the other side, to ask them to do the right thing, and they were quite not aware that they were doing something wrong. So yeah, that's why I like Keller Williams The Woodlands. That's why I am in coaching, to constantly learn. I literally mastermind 8-9 times a week with top agents all over the country. And sometimes agents ask me, how do you know certain things? And I say, it's not just me, but it is because I constantly stay in touch. And I love this stuff. So I love learning, and I like to do things the right way. I don't get pleasure in just winging it and being done with it quickly. I like to do it the right way. Maybe that's the German in me. I don't know. Yeah, so coaching 75 hard, constantly being educated, and then little things like 75 hard, just to sharpen your skills, basically, to see if you can do it, and if you can be disciplined enough to get stuff taken care of for 75 days in a row, and you cannot drop a day. Okay, you guys make it a wonderful day. If you have real estate questions, I'm always here for you. Let me know if I can make your life better, easier in any way regarding real estate, of course. Okay, thank you very much. Have a good day.